I find I have tight hips. So I wanted to share a wall stretch with you that will help to make space in your hips along with your hamstrings. So I have the mat set up today on the floor, and I'm also going to use a flat clear wall. So if you can create that space, take a moment to do that now, pause the video, set up and come right back. Then I will walk you through a hip stretch along the wall. So one of the nice things about using a wall is it's there to support you. I'm also going to use a yoga strap that you saw me roll up. So I'm going to use this to help extend the legs and to support them so that my legs don't have to feel like they're doing work. I want them to feel relaxed and stretched and get nice and long and feel the length in those muscles and those areas. So with that, I'm gonna get set up on the wall. You're gonna start with a restorative pose up the wall. So we'll just take a few minutes to breathe with our legs strong and supported up the wall. I'm gonna remove my socks and we'll set up with our feet up. Okay, so you're gonna wanna get nice and close. So start up with your feet, and then if you can, just gently walk your bum back towards the wall until you feel, I'm gonna go back just a bit more. It's like doing a little worm. All right, so I'm pretty close to the wall here. There's maybe 2 inches between my backside and the wall. So I'm gonna start here. Just relax. Feel the weight off your legs. You'll feel the blood flowing. Relax the feet. Take nice big deep breaths. You can keep your sweater on if you're feeling a little cool. If you're doing this at the end of the workout that you just finished, it's a great add-on. While you're letting your legs rest, you're gonna take your yoga strap. So I have mine set up with a loop, just so that I can put this over top of my foot. That way then I'm gonna support my legs by holding onto the strap, and it'll help you to get a little bit longer into the stretch as well, rather than just relying on the tension that you feel in your muscles trying to hold it in a long spot. So we'll just have that ready to go. The excess is just gonna be here for you to support with, so just keep that loose. And just breathe for a moment or two before we start. It'll kind of work in a clockwise movement around one leg and then move to the second leg. This is such a comfortable place to be. It's so good for you. It's restorative. It just allows you to relax and take the weight out of those legs. Okay. To start with your first stretching, we're gonna take that loop and you're gonna just wrap it around your foot. Keep it loose, nothing too tight. It'll probably feel a little bit tighter as you extend through the stretch. So we're gonna use and start with our left leg. You're gonna let your knee bend down towards the floor. Keep that foot, the right leg up the wall, and you're just gonna let that knee hang long. You're gonna feel this on the inside of that hip. You'll wanna try to keep that other hip square, neutral, so that it's not like torqued over, keeping those hips nice and comfortable. Feel that stretch on the inside of that hip. Your foot goes down as far as you are comfortable and as far as that stretch releases. Breathe into that zone. Breathe into your hips. Bring lots of oxygen into those places. Keep those shoulders on the mat. Relax your chin and jaw and neck. That belly button is sinking back into your low back. That leg is just stretching out. Bring that back up to the top of the wall here. We're gonna go nice and long here. So you're gonna just extend that leg, and again, use your strap to hold your foot so you don't go too far if that's not comfy. Start out nice and easy. So maybe you're here to get started. Maybe you need a little bit further drop. Again, just relax. Hold your foot with the strap. Maybe it's gonna slide. Maybe you could go a little bit longer. I'm gonna go down to the length where I feel that really nice stretch on the inside of my leg and in the hip crease. And I'm gonna hold the strap so I keep my foot up, okay? But try not to hold the strap so tight that you create tension in the rest of your body. Woo. You can tell when you've gone a little bit too far, maybe. So slowly get into the depth of that stretch. And again, keep the tension on to hold your foot up so your leg isn't doing the work, okay? In through the nose, out through the mouth. Good. Another deep breath. Beautiful. Relax that knee, bring it back up to the wall. Just let it sit for a moment, shake it off. Take a deep breath. We're gonna come back. We're gonna drop that knee, but we're gonna keep our foot off the wall this time, okay? So come out with the knee, hold onto the strap, feel that relax in that stretch. Square it up. Again, I'm getting this right through that center of my hip into that crease, really deep. The stretch feels almost into my pelvic bone. Let your foot relax maybe if that's better. It's not as intense, the stretch here, as if you keep that foot out. But we're not going down to the ground. If you are comfy and you want to hold onto your foot, you can. I just find the strap gives you a little bit more depth, letting that knee drop. Good. Release that back up to the wall. All right, reset. Your hips are nice and centered in the mat, pressing them down into the low back. Relax, tip it out. Extend those knees, drop them down if you need to, pedal those feet. Keep it up nice and tall. All right, that other leg, we're gonna stretch here just so that knee doesn't get too tender. So if you want to, you can switch the straps over. All right. Okay, deep breath. Let that leg fall out. Hold the leg, keep the heel on the wall. Only go as far as it's comfortable without any stress on the knee. Keep a slight bend. Feel that into that inner thigh, into the hip crease. Visualize breathing into that inner thigh, sending all the oxygen into your leg. If it gets too intense, release the stretch, come back up the wall. I'm going to bring my leg in. I'm going to let that knee drop. Hold that foot. You'll feel sometimes that it stretches a little bit deeper and easier on one side. You might have more length in that muscle, not quite as tight. I tend to find that a little bit. It's tighter on one side than the other. Again, this is deep into that crease, right in through that middle, down through the pelvic. Beautiful. Extend that leg up the wall. Pedal those knees, bend them down a bit if you need to. Tap it out. Press heel toe off the wall just to loosen them off a bit. Bring them back up. Put your feet together. Keep the feet on the wall. The wall is your guide. We're in a butterfly here. So now we're going to stretch that inner crease together, keeping your feet tight to the wall without pressing. Keep the pressure there so that the wall is your guide and your knees can fall open as comfortable as they are. This position feels tight for me, so I'm going to really focus on the breathing into that inner stretch. One more breath and we'll let it out. Feel that belly. Bring the knees in together. Just lay here for a moment, keep those knees in. Feet are on the wall. Relax. Walk them back up the wall. Feel a little tremble, little shake. Lie here for a moment. Up the wall. Let the legs relax. Nice deep breath here. You can stay here for as long as you like, or if you'd like to come out of the pose with me, bring your legs down the wall, remove the strap, pull in your knees, give them a little hug, roll it out. Can we do one more stretch together? Walk your feet out as comfortable and as deep as you wish to go, keeping them on the wall. Keep that V. Let the toes hang out wide. This feels really nice. It's a long stretch from the inside of your crease. You'll feel it right through that inside of your calf. If it's tender on the knees, just bring it up a little bit higher. Don't go as deep. And just hang here. Relax the knees. One more deep belly breath. Bring your feet up to the center of the wall. Press your heels, your toes, the balls of your feet in the wall. You can finish here. You can come to seated. You can stay with your feet, wherever you are most comfortable. Take a nice big deep breath in. thank you for joining me. I hope you feel some length in those legs and those hips, and you've had a nice release. You can tack this onto any video, any workout, or just take a nice time to stretch through the day.